I just discovered a faceless niche that is taking off right now, where creators are posting videos of tiny ants fighting wars, building entire civilizations, and surviving. Just take a look at this creator right here, who has managed to gain nearly 100,000 subscribers, with many of his videos pulling in millions of views. And if we take a look at his analytics, you can clearly see how strong this niche really is. That's why today, I will show you how to create videos in this niche, where AI handles most of the heavy lifting for you. But here's the twist. Many of you watching this video might think that in order to create videos like these, you need a lot of previous experience and a pretty big budget. But that's not necessarily the case, because I found a method to create these videos using one AI tool, which can help you create videos by using a single prompt. And with this process, you'll be in a much better position to start your own channel in this niche without needing any previous experience. Now, this niche is really powerful because while searching for these kinds of videos on YouTube, I was not able to find many videos in the same niche, which means the competition is still relatively low, and that gives you more room to get started early in this trend. Now, before we start, it's important that you watch the entire video from start to finish, because if you skip any of the steps, you may miss important parts of the process, which can affect the final result. So make sure that you do not miss any of the steps. Now, to start off, open the Ant Content Creator GPT, which I have linked in the description below. Once you are in, the first thing that you need to do is simply type Start and then click on the Generate button, which will initiate the generation process. And once it's done, ChatGPT will provide you with a list of 10 video ideas that are specifically made for this niche. Now, an important thing to note is that all of the ideas that you generate will be based on topics that perform well in this niche, and the GPT will give you different ideas each time, which is exactly what we need. Now, with that done, simply copy the idea that you like the most, then paste it into the prompt section below and click on the Generate button to start the process. Once it's done, ChatGPT will ask you how many minutes you want your video to be. Basically, you need to enter the number of minutes that you are aiming for. So in my case, I will enter 5 minutes, but you can also choose a longer duration if you want, since I chose 5 minutes just to keep things simple. Now, with that done, simply click on the Generate button, which will initiate the full prompt creation process. This process might take a minute, and once it's done, ChatGPT will provide you with a full JSON prompt that you will use to create the entire video. As you can see, the entire prompt includes all of the scenes for your video, including the characters, backgrounds, movement, sound design, and everything else. In my opinion, this approach saves a lot of time and effort, because if you were to do everything manually, you would need to spend much more time creating the prompts. So now that we have created a complete video creation JSON prompt, let's finally start with the video creation process, where we will use only one AI tool for the entire workflow. The tool that I'm talking about is called Focal, so go ahead and open it. Now, once you are in, here you will find the video creation menu that includes everything that you need. First, you can choose between the Fast model and the Pro model, and since the Fast one is cheaper, we will use that one. Next, in the Image Model section above, you will find a list of image creation models that you can use. Here, you can use the GPT or Nano Banana image models for higher quality, but in my case, I will use this model right here since it doesn't require any credits. Right next to that, in the Video Model section above, you will find many video creation models that you can use. You can use the Kling or VO models since the quality is very high, but if you want to spend fewer credits, you can use the LTX model since it is more affordable. Now, in the duration section here, you can choose the duration for your video, but this isn't very important for us, so you don't need to select anything here. Now, in this section right here, you can choose how you want to create your video. And here, you need to select the JSON format, since we have already prepared a full prompt for the entire process. Now, with that out of the way, head back into ChatGPT from before and copy the entire JSON prompt that you have created. Next, head back into Focal and paste it into the prompt section right here. So, now that everything is set, click on the Generate button below, which will initiate the video creation process. This process might take a minute, and once it's done, the full video creation plan will be created for you. Now, in this section right here, you can adjust the settings of your project, like the aspect ratio, the video duration, and the video model. I also want to mention that if you want higher quality, you can select a more advanced video model, like the newer VO or Kling model. Next, below that, you will find all of the details about your video, including the full script, along with all of the chapters that describe how each scene will look. It will also provide you with an overview of how many scenes your video will include, the duration of the video, and all of the models that will be used for the process. Here, you can go through the details if you want, and you can make changes to parts of your script, but I recommend that you don't change anything here, since there is no real need to adjust it. So, now that everything is in place, the tool will ask you if you want to generate all of the scenes. So simply click on the Generate button below, and the full generation process will start. This process might take around 5 minutes to finish, since everything is being generated from scratch, and the tool may need some time to process the full video. And once the entire process is done, the video is now complete. As you can see, all of the scenes will be created for you, along with the audio and voiceover, and the entire video is already edited, so you can simply export it as it is. But let me show you how to make it even better. First, you can adjust the duration of your scenes by simply selecting a scene and then dragging it to the left, which will make the duration shorter. This is basically a built-in editor, and you can also adjust the text, music, and voiceover in the same way as your scenes. But since everything is already edited, you don't need to change anything there. Now, just in case you don't like how some of your scenes came out, you can simply select that scene and then open the scene editor right here, which you can use to edit your scene. Basically, you just need to enter a prompt describing what you want to change, then select a model in the model section below, and you can also adjust the duration of that scene here. This process is simple, so you should already understand the idea. Now, with that done, let me show you a more detailed way to adjust your video. First, if you open the All Media section, here you will find all of the assets that have been used in your video. Basically, here you have all of your videos and images, and all of them are customizable. Now, just as an example, if you want to change one of your images, you need to select the image that you want to change, which in my case is this one. Next, here you will find the entire prompt that was used for that image, so you can copy the prompt and paste it into the prompt section below. With that done, you can change anything that you want in the prompt. I will add a new section explaining that I want the image to be set at night with a dark sky and soft moonlight. With that done, in the model section below, you need to select a model that will be used to create the image. You can use the same model that was used previously so that your image stays consistent with the rest. Now that everything is set, click on the Generate button below, which will initiate the generation process. And once it's done, as you can see, we have created a new image that represents that scene, and the result looks amazing. Now that you know how to generate your scenes, let me show you a very useful feature. In the Media menu above, you will find the Sound Effects feature that lets you create custom sound effects by using a prompt. You can enter any prompt that you want, but in my case, I will ask it to create a soft wind blowing sound effect, and you can copy the exact format that I'm using so you can get sound effects that sound good. Once that's done, in the duration settings below, you can adjust the duration of the sound effect. Feel free to choose any duration you want, but in my case, I will set it to 10 seconds. Now that everything is set, simply click on the Generate button below, which will initiate the generation process, and once it's done, the sound effect will be ready. So now that the sound effect is ready, you can simply drag it into the editing timeline on the right side and place it anywhere that you want. This is easy to do, and you can add as many sound effects as you want by using the same method. But in my case, I won't add any since I already have sound effects included in my video.
Now, with that out of the way, another useful feature is that in the chat section right here, you can ask the agent to change parts of your video, and it will help apply those changes. You can regenerate scenes, add effects, transitions, and more, so feel free to use this feature as needed. Now, if you head over into the characters section, here you will find all of the characters that are included in your video. But since we don't have actual people in our video, you don't need to do anything here. Next, there is also the stock section, which you can use to add stock footage. Here you can add stock images and videos, but I prefer not to add any stock footage. The useful feature here is the music section, where you will find many background tracks that you can use for your video. This step is optional, but if you want to add a track, you can simply click on the Add to Media button and the track will be added to your editing timeline. Now, with that out of the way, head over into the Transitions section, where you will find many clean transitions that you can use. A simple option is the black fade transition, and you can add it by dragging it between two clips. In my case, I will use this transition for most of my scenes,
so that the video stays engaging. To save some time, I have already done that, and now most of my scenes include transitions, which makes the video feel smoother. Now, if you head over into the Effects section, here you will find multiple video effects. It's up to you to choose which effects you want to use, but I prefer to only use the Fade In and Fade Out effects. For the Fade In effect, place it at the beginning of your video so that it starts smoothly, and as for the Fade Out effect, place it at the end of your video so that it ends smoothly. This process is simple, so we don't need to spend too much time here. You can also add text to your video by opening the text section and selecting the format that you prefer. This step is simple, and you can fully adjust the text by using the settings here, where you can change the font size, color, and more. In my case, I don't think adding text will improve the video, so I will keep it clean without any text. Now, the last useful feature is the Captions feature, which you can use to enable captions throughout your entire video. But keep in mind that you should only use this feature if your video has voiceover. If you use it, you can adjust the captions using the settings on the left side, where you can change most of the elements. But once again, I won't use captions in my video, so I will disable this feature. Now, with the last feature out of the way, your video is complete and ready to be saved. To export the video, simply click on the Export button right here and copy the same settings that I'm using, since they are optimized for high-quality export. So now that everything is set, click on the Export button below and your video will be saved. So now that the video is ready, let's finally see how it came out. I didn't show the full video because it's a bit long, but you can see that it came out looking amazing. So now that you know how to use Focal to create videos in this niche, everything else is in your hands. And although you saw how simple the process is, you still have to put in a lot of work and effort to really make it happen. If this video helped you out, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment below. And as always, keep pushing, and I'll see you in the next one.